Katie Brown, and in today's session I'm going to show you a beautiful restorative yoga pose which is called Viparita Karani, which is an amazing, beautiful name for a posture which is basically legs up the wall, or legs on a chair, or legs on the sofa, or so it's very easy for us to do, but it is important to make sure that you have a lot of props, blankets and things, just to make sure that you're as comfortable as possible. So this pose, with the legs up the wall or up on the chair, gravity is just helping to release blood flow back down from the feet and the legs towards the heart and the digestion. So it's wonderful for helping our digestion. It's great in menopause. It's wonderful if you've been on your feet all day, you just need to rest. Also very restful for the heart and very calming and nurturing. So let's get into it. So the first thing to ensure is that that you won't be disturbed for about 5 to 10 minutes or even more if you're lucky, and that you've got all your props and things to hand, because the worst thing is getting into the pose and then having to keep clambering out because you've forgotten something. So I'm going to show you first on the chair. So what I've done is I've already got my blanket on the chair, and to get into the pose I'm just going to sit close to the side of the chair on my side, and then I'm going to just ease myself down. I've made sure that I've got a lot of space behind me, and I've got a wheat bag here, which actually I might just, I'll just put here so it's nice and close, and I'm going to ease myself down so that my lower legs are supported on the chair, and then I'm going to just release myself down here. Then I can just place the blanket on top of my feet like so. I've got my wheat bag, which I can just place on my stomach, like this. Or if you had someone close by, they could maybe place the wheat bag over your feet and ankles as well. That's really nice too. I'm going to take my arms out to the side. I'm just going to make sure that my head and neck is in a nice straight line. Maybe even give myself a little bit of a massage with my thumbs just in the hollows, just below the base of the skull. And then just release my head down. Always make sure that your chin is just a fractionally lower than your forehead, so that the back of the neck is long. Arms out to the side, and you may even want to take something in the hands, like an eye pillow or a pebble, a smooth pebble in the hands, and also to have an eye pillow over the eyes. I'm actually going to use my wheat bag. It's a little heavy, but it's actually really quite nice, because what happens here is if I can put it over my ears, I actually can't hear very much either, so I'm beginning to block out the senses. And then taking the arms out to the side like so, releasing the shoulders, and taking some nice slow breaths. I may even want to take one hand to my navel, the other hand to my heart center, and just notice, just observing the breath. So you may notice that the heart rises first, and then the belly, or perhaps both rising simultaneously, and then just keep letting go on the exhale. With each exhale, feeling that the body is sinking down into the support, and ensuring that every part of the body is supported here. Okay, so I'm going to very reluctantly ease myself out of this one. So just be careful when you do come out, that you come out slowly and carefully. Alright, so I'm going to draw the knees up and then just gently roll over to the side and come back up into a comfortable sitting position. A couple of other options when you're in your Viparita Karani is you may even want to use a head wrap. Now this is actually a snake bite bandage that I found at a pharmacy, and what you need to do, and it's just good because it's fairly stretchy, okay, it's not too rigid, and you just put this around here and then just a couple more times just link it around and just have the head keeping the bandage in place there. Alright, so that's just another option that you may or may not like to use. The idea is that we want to just quieten the mind down, so we're blocking out the external stimuli that can be coming in and just stopping us from really coming into that beautiful point of stillness. Obviously eye pillows are really good too, and little hand towels to fill in any gaps. So I'm now going to show you Viparita Karani with the legs up the wall. So you might prefer, this is probably a bit better if you've got a little bit more flexibility in the hamstrings. So to come into this one, I'm going to place a blanket, so smooth edge of the blanket up against the wall, like so. And I'm going to also have another blanket lengthways, like this. Okay, so my head and neck is supported. I'm going to take a hand towel here, just in case I need just a little bit of extra support under the nape of the neck. You can always just curl it like so, and just have that supporting that gentle curve in the base of the neck. All right, so just checking my setup here, and then I'm going to come to the side again, sitting close to the wall, and then ease myself slowly down so that my hips and pelvis are supported. And then I've got this really lovely support into the base of the neck, like so. I've got my legs about hip distance apart, my arms out to the side, chin slightly in, okay? Now I also have, this is really particularly good in this pose, is to have something heavy like a wheat bag, and I'm just going to take this wheat bag onto the soles of the feet, and then just take the legs up against the wall. And then you've got a little bit of extra weight here, and it just kind of helps you anchor into the earth. So that may or may not be right for everybody. I personally really like to have that weight. And then you just close the eyes. You might want to pop another eye pillow over, or you might have that head wrap to hand. You might want to be holding on to something like those smooth pebbles. And once more, just feel the body supported. Allow the body to just dissolve into the earth, into the support of the wall, into the ground. You might want to pop a blanket over you as well, because we often tend to cool down when we're holding our restorative poses for any length of time. And you can enjoy a lovely guided meditation once you're in this comfortable position, or you can just stay here and focus on the breath. There are so many different yoga tools that you can utilize. You can even repeat a mantra, or something like Soham, which is I am that. So just lying here, as you breathe in, you're repeating in your mind so. As you breathe out, hum. Until that becomes this beautiful rhythmic mantra. And you start to really let go, and your mind begins to soften and calm. And as that happens, your breath naturally lengthens, your exhalation lengthens, signaling to your body that it's time just to rest now. Come into that lovely parasympathetic nervous system. To let go of your day and just begin to relax. Okay, and I'm going to ease myself out, my knees down, maybe even just rotate the knees around a couple of times. Just treat yourself with loving kindness, the way you would to a best friend. Go the other way. And then just ease yourself over to the side. Maybe even just stay on your side for a moment before you gently come back up into a comfortable sitting position. So for me, my restorative yoga practice is pretty much my meditation. I think of it a bit like a 5-star meditation. I find it quite uncomfortable to sit for long periods of time, but something like this is really easy, this is really luxurious, it feels quite decadent, and for me this is just a time that you can just let go of any tension. You can notice, really take your awareness into the body and notice, are you holding tension in any particular areas? And then also you can have some self-inquiry. You can just notice, how am I feeling emotionally, checking in with yourself and just allowing yourself just to have that quiet time. Okay, so I really hope that you enjoy this practice. I'd love to know how you go. I'm Katie Brown. I do teach restorative yoga classes, and I also run restorative yoga trainings with the IYTA, which is the International Yoga Teachers Association. And please subscribe too, because I'll be showing you other beautiful restorative yoga practices that you can do at home and integrate into your daily life. Namaste. Thank you.